Good morning. I'm having fun with myself. I came sliding across the floor and landed in the chair, and I got to laughing. That's what I feel like this morning. 9 o'clock is really early for me. Let me see if I can share this out while you guys are catching up to me. Come sliding in. Many of us just got done with coffee and conversation with Geraldine and Terry. And so I can't even find myself. I give up. Good morning. Come sliding into the playground with me this morning. It is quite the day for me. I feel okay. I'm gonna see if I can share this out. So hang with me for just 1 minute while we wait for people to catch up, and we'll see if we can get this out to a couple different places while we're doing it. That'll work. Okay. I see 2. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Wendy. I see 3. Who else is here? See Megan Michael. Thank you for joining me. Michelle, thank you for being here. Wendy, are you guys that were just in the coffee and conversation, did you come sliding in like I did? I just came flying out of nowhere. Here I am. We got 5. This is good. It's growing fast. Jenny, thank you for joining me. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. It is Sunday, believe it or not, already. See, Megan, do we call you Megan? or can we call you C? But you sharing it out. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Jenny, thank you for joining me. Tina, nice to see you. We're getting a good group this morning. I hope you've all had your coffee, tea, whatever it is. I have my matcha chai, and man, it's in my body now, and I am ready to go. And it is playtime. Welcome to the playground as you're joining me. I had something come to me as I was preparing for this, and I think it'll be a fun time for us today. And there's a lot of throat stuff going on already. Who is it? Who's holding some energy in the throat again? Gently, nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. I have a cat. I have a cat. She's here now, and she's got, I don't know what's wrong with her, but I apologize if she distracts me. Hi, Christine. Thank you for joining me. Okay. So be easy. We're coming to the playground. This is our fun time. It's Sunday morning. And so we're going to settle in for a few minutes. And my playtime today is the balancing board, whatever you want to call it. I have been doing that for a while. It's like, I guess it's my inner child. As soon as I started letting her wake up, every time I see something that I can balance on, I want to balance. I don't know if you guys are feeling that way too. It's like there's just something in me that I'm a total Libra too. So I'm a balancer. I am always doing a balancing act. I did a balancing act long before I knew that I was doing a balancing act, long before I ever paid attention to my balancing act. And I wonder how many of you are doing the same thing. It can be very beneficial to be able to find a good balance. It can also be a full-time job. It can also, Sunday roast dinner, yum. Jenny, please, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning here. Let's have some Sunday roast dinner. Save some for me. I'll be there in a few hours. I'll catch up. You guys are back and forth. I love this little group. I love to see you guys. Okay, so you'll say yes to C or to is it Megan or Megan? See, I'll just keep on. I'll keep asking questions. I'm a 3-year-old this morning. I'll just call you C. How's that? C is a good name. I'm going to be D today. All day. I'll just be D. It's 2 p.m. in the UK. Good. So it is dinner time for you. So I'm breathing. I would like you to breathe with me. We're going to get calm. I was actually, the reason why I've got my glasses today, I made sure, as I was getting ready, it was brought to my attention, oftentimes, Kelly, thank you for joining me. It was brought to my attention that the lessons that these little playtimes that keep coming up are very much like the book that Paul and I wrote together. And all of the playtime stuff that's in Anchor Light was really straight from my little child heart, that as it was coming out, as I was waking up my little child. So I've got this little part in Anchor Light that's called Sea Legs, and I'm going to read just a little tiny piece of it because I think that's where we are right now. This book is like, oh, I don't think we were ready for it when it first came out. And now it's like, oh, I'm starting to really see where this book is. I'm going back. A lot of it was channeled messages. And now it's like, oh, it reads differently to me now than it did. So thank you, Jenny. D. Call me D. We'll all be J, C, D. Oh, Gerald Ann. Good morning, Gerald Ann. We have 2 J's, so you got to stay, Gerald Ann. We can call you J.A. How's that? Nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining me, for flying in out of you. Did you do the same thing I did? You came sliding in out of nowhere. It's like, oh, I got to get ready. And then I come flying into the chair at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's really early for me. And it was a very late night for me, too. So have patience. So the thing that came out of Anchor Light for me today was sea legs. And this book is all about pirates because I wrote it with Paul Wyrostek, and he has a pirate energy. That's all I can say. When somebody asks me to write something for them, it's like something comes out of their character and says, oh, okay, you're the pirate. And so let's write about pirates. So that's what he got. So it was sea legs, and it talks about, it says, pirates spend months at sea. It doesn't take long for them to learn to roll with the wind and the waves. They train their legs to bend and their feet to hold steady, no matter how much the ship may sway. Then comes the day when they reach their island where their treasure is buried, and as their feet hit solid ground, they find it difficult to walk without falling down. The ground feels foreign to them, and they often trip over their own feet. It takes time to retrain their legs to stand on solid ground. It goes on from there, but that's the part of it that I was pulled into, because aren't we all there right now? When I talk about us being on the balancing beam, that's what it is, it's a balancing beam. When I talk about us being on the balancing beam, we're kind of in a very strange space right now. We know we've been getting prepared for this, and yet it's wobbly, isn't it? It's like, it feels like, yeah, I got this. I'm centered, and I'm going down the balancing beam, and I'm perfectly in tune with everything that's going on around me. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute, the balancing beam is wiggling. It's not quite what I thought it was going to be. It's making me a little bit off center here. And I think that probably many of you are feeling that way too. O.R. Jim Ladd, thank you for the pirate talk. I almost wore my pirate hat. It's in the book. I almost wore it this morning, and I didn't have time. I couldn't grab it before I came sliding in. Abulita, did I say that right? Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here for the first time. Tammy Maxine, a good morning to you, sunshine. Thank you for joining me. So how many, with a raise of hands, you can hit your little thumbs up button, are having days sometimes where you feel a little bit out of balance, a little bit out of sync? We knew this was coming. Part of us was being prepared for it, and we have a good, solid foundation to build from. We were gifted that much, and yet sometimes it's as if the ground is kind of shaking underneath us, and we can have a hard time finding our footing. That's what that writing was all about. Being out at sea for a long time. We have been out at sea for a long time, and we've had to learn how to walk and how to keep our footing, how to stay grounded in a very, very rough sea. Well, truly right now, even though the world around us seems very chaotic, our seas are so calm. Have you noticed that? It's like we've been put onto shore. Our little ships came in, and it put us onto shore. And for those of us who have been preparing, it's like, oh, suddenly we're on solid ground. We haven't been on solid ground for a long time. So there's a new way of learning right now. It's learning to find those sea legs again. That's what that piece writes about. Now that you're on solid ground, it might not be completely comfortable for you yet. We're still in that phase of trying to grow into these new feet, this new way of living, this new light body that we have been given. And so I know that many of you had the same complaints as me, and it's been going on for a long time, that dizzy, the sense of being real vertigo. I used to have nights and days I'd lay my head back and the whole room would spin on me. And I had it checked out, and there was not a thing wrong with me. It was truly the migraines, the dizzy spells, the fatigue, the, nausea, all of those things. We've been going through that a long time. Yes, dizzy, Luann. Wobbly moments, Christine. Okay. Glasses, yes. I even ordered a new pair because these are broken. Tiny ripples. Yes, Jenny, tiny ripples. We have these tiny, let's just say that now we still have that sea that we're working our way through. We still have our little sea vessels, and we're still on it, but it's not the big storms right now. It's a calm sea, and we have these little bits, and when they come at us, we have to find a new balance. Our boat is suddenly kind of wobbling a little bit, and we have to be like, okay, wait, let me get my footing again. And we have these down days. It's the days when we feel really tired. We might still have some nausea, some fatigue. There's a reason why we've been going through this, you guys. The reason is because we're getting this new light body. The reason is that we're being prepared, all of us, all of humanity, not just us light workers. All of humanity is going through this change. It's just that we're stepping out ahead. We have been stepping out ahead. Hi, Catherine. So maybe we see what's happening more clearly than they do. And yet, it doesn't excuse us from going through the ups and downs in those days when we're like, wow, I am so tired today. I have been carrying this light. I have been doing the best that I can. Today, my boat feels a little more wobbly. I'm not quite in balance today. And you guys, you know those days. I used to call it my roller coaster. I used to really have a big roller coaster. I'd have way down. That my coaster would go underground. It was going down so far. And then it would come back up. And it used to be a slower process to come back up. And then I'd go back down. Annie, I felt off for days. Yes, we're not going to be unaffected. We're here to help carry the light through all of this. And all of us are having human experiences right along with the spiritual experience. We're all in this process of getting a light body. So physically, we're having things go on with our bodies. Emotionally, we're going through quite a storm right now with all of the people around us and the illnesses and the fear. So how do we get a better balance? How can we find our sea legs? How can we be a little bit more solid? I think for a few minutes, maybe we can play a little game. I'm not going to be on here for a long time today. I just kind of wanted to say, hey, you guys aren't alone in this. We're all looking for our sea legs at different times. And some days are better than others for different ones of us. It's like we're all in this together. You're having a bad day? Hey, look me up. When I'm having a bad day, I got you. We got each other's backs. And I noticed something lately when we're gathering. I do notice a feeling, a sense of heat at my back. So I feel you guys energetically. When we're all together, I feel, oh, we've got each other's backs here. And then we also have our angels and our guides and our teams that also have our backs. And so there is this sense of, like, I'm on my balancing beam, I might fall. And I've got this team behind me going, it's okay if you fall. It's okay if you can't quite balance today. It's okay. I got you. Do you feel that? I do. I got you. That's the message. It's okay. Go ahead and play. Go ahead and cry if you need to. Go ahead and let these emotions come up. I say that often. Man, this past couple of years have been just total trigger city for me. And at first I thought, man, that's awful. I don't want to go through that. Why is that person triggering me that way? Why do I feel so crummy when they say that to me? There's a very good reason, okay? Those triggers are coming up. It's really important for us to let those wounds heal. They can't stay buried down inside, and you may not even know that you've got them. So much has happened to you in this lifetime, past lifetimes. You're carrying ancestral energy. It may not even have been you. It may be coming from your ancestors. So it's all within you. It's in your DNA. That's been proven in science even. We pull through DNA from past generations. So right now we're being called on to really work that out. The more you work out, the more you get triggered. Treat it as a gift. Oh, I'm getting triggered again. Oh, I hate this stuff. Instead of taking on that energy, go, oh, okay, all right. Why am I feeling this way right now? There's a trigger point. I'm going back to my little girl self. Uh-oh, she's hurt. She wants to go climb back into her tent. I have a nice tent made of blankets inside of me. How many of you have made those before? Mine's really big. It's really complex. My little girl is like a little blanket fort architect. and she's created quite a hiding place in there. It can be hard to find her sometimes. She hides well. And she's very happy in there with her crayons and her coloring book. And so I have to work really hard. And those times when you have to get in there and look for that little child that's buried, that's hiding somewhere deep inside of you, the only way you're going to find her sometimes is with a little help. And that help comes through those people that say something, that do something, that leave you behind, that you feel, oh my gosh, why did they hurt me like that? They're playing their part. The people that are in our lives that have hurt us in different ways, they're playing a part. They're coming in to say, hey, oh, guess what? You still got that buried. And it comes up to the surface, and you're going to want to cry a little bit, and you're going to want to throw things or whatever your emotions are. Don't stuff them back down. Don't stuff them. Let them come up. And instead of pointing the finger back at that person, though they're so awful, or why did they do that, go, wait a minute. Why did they give me that lesson? It's all lessons. We're just here to learn. Why did they do that to me? What is it inside of me that brings up that anxiety, that brings up that fear, that makes me feel like I want to go hide in my blanket for it again? Because that's where we work on ourselves, and that's where we find healing. There's a wound inside of you that needs to find healing. And those are your opportunities. Until you take that as an opportunity, instead of being a victim, until you take those as opportunities and you learn from them, if that person leaves your life, somebody else will come back into your life and will bring you that same lesson. And it will continue until you get it. And it's not a punishment. It's there because you, at a soul level, are asking for it. Your soul wants to heal. Your soul wants to heal every wound that's inside of you because that's where you find the ability to manifest, to move into this new reality. We can't take all this pain with us. You can't carry all those lower vibrational energies. You can't fly. Your hot air balloon cannot fly high into the sky as long as you're carrying all those painful things inside of you. So it's your opportunity. It's an opportunity. Can you look at it differently? That pain is an opportunity. That illness that you might have, that whatever kind of pain you got, what is it trying to tell me? I wrote something about this and I posted it just a few days ago. Can we be okay with those things too? Those parts of us that we would rather ignore, that we would rather push aside. I don't want to deal with that. What was her name in that movie, Gone with the Wind, where she said, I don't want to deal with this today. I'll take care of it tomorrow. And I'm sure that's not her phrasing. You can help me. But she was always like, nah, it's too painful today. I'll take care of that tomorrow. And she was very cute. There's no more of that. If you put it off till tomorrow, it's going to get bigger. And it might be a bigger lesson, a more painful lesson. Can you face it today? So I really feel like the message today is our angels are trying to help us to find a better balance. Find a better balance for yourself. You can be more balanced, more centered, more grounded if you allow yourself to feel and to heal. Cheryl Ann, you and I did that the other day. I'm feeling it and I'm healing it. I'm not going to bury it anymore. It hurts. Why does it hurt? Don't run from it. Sit in it. Like I've written about it too. My bathroom floor became my place, my go-to after Steve died. It actually came to my go-to while he was still sick. I would go in there and just bawl. I didn't want anybody to see me. That bathroom floor became my powerful, this place where I could really get within myself and find me. And I found me. I found my God self inside of me. It's where everything changed. You may have to find that place for you. You may have to find, I would say you do have to find that place for you. Do you have a quiet place where nobody's going to bother you, where you can maybe light a couple candles, burn some incense, whatever you like to do, even if it's a little tiny bathroom? Can you lock yourself in for a little while? Sometimes I go into meditation when I'm in the shower. I raised 6 kids. Getting a shower every day was like miraculous, and that was the one place that was quiet for me. Can you go sit under a tree? Can you talk to a tree? Can you find the time to be still when you're hurting like that? Separate yourself from that person that brought you to that place and look within yourself. What is it in me? What is it in me that triggers me to be reactive to whatever it is? Because it's that reactivity that's bringing you to the place of, I got to change something here. I got to work on something in me. Truly, we're only responsible for ourselves. We can't control how other people respond to us, but we can control how we respond to others, and we can control how we heal. You get to say, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to let that go. I'm ready to heal that. So we're going to do that here today for just a few minutes. I don't want to keep us too long because it is a busy day. Can you put yourself in that place? I got to take these off for a minute. Wait, no, if I do, I can't see you. Good morning, good morning. I want to see you for just a few minutes. Annie Marine felt better, then woke up with a backache. Do a little yoga. That back pain, it's settling in there for a reason. So get on the floor and start stretching into your pain. See if that helps. I'm the backache queen. I don't do it so much anymore because I just allow myself to stretch. There's something about pushing your body into the pain that causes it to release. And there's something also, remember that things lodge in the body. Those trigger points, those places that haven't healed, those things that, for example, let me make this clear. When I was in California last year, and I fell and I injured my shoulder, and before I left for California, it got so bad. I was in a brace and I was in physical therapy and I was just in horrible pain. And I finally got it feeling better, and I went to California, and I got there and I was like, oh man, for about the last month I was in California, that shoulder was screaming at me every day. I was just miserable, couldn't sleep, so uncomfortable. I pack up my car and I get in that car and I'm thinking, how am I going to drive all the way across the country with this shoulder? I had a pillow propped up, my daughter was helping me, and sure enough, the further I got in this direction to where I was supposed to be, the more that shoulder pain let up. And it wasn't a week after I got here. I have not had, every now and then I get a little twinge if I do something wrong, but it is the strongest. I've been playing basketball, baseball with my daughter, whatever I want to play, and that shoulder is so much better. I'm just saying that sometimes those pains are trying to show you something. Just like your triggers, when people trigger you, there may be something that you're carrying that is manifesting. All illness comes from our blocks. We have these blocks, energetic blocks in our bodies that we put there to protect ourselves. And so the body sometimes says, hey, wait, that pain is at your root chakra. Maybe you need to do some clearing, some energy clearing. Do some exercise, do some massage, do all those things, and clear some energy and see if it doesn't release. Just a reminder to you. Let's see. Geraldine, it's okay. There are just days we need to honor the wobble. I'm right there with you today. Yeah, we're going to be some days we're a little wobbly. It's okay. We're going to catch each other. We're going to hold each other up. Our angels are behind us. They're going to catch us. You can fall backward. You fall, you're not going to get hurt. There's no skin knees at this playground. Let's see. Abulada. I know I'm saying your name wrong, and I'm so sorry. Can I call you Abby? I know where you're coming from because I got vertigo. Problem, I take prescriptions. Yeah, I think it's really this light body activation. Our cells are literally changing 24 hours a day. It's exhausting. We are evolving, and that's why we're feeling a lot of this illness. I'm not saying don't go to your doctor and get yourself checked out, but a lot of us, we go to the doctor and they're like, I can't find a thing. Then say, okay, I'm going to relax, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to do some yoga, I'm going to go sit under a tree, I'm going to ground my energy, whatever you got to do so that you can get yourself in a better balance. And you'll find that some of these symptoms start to relieve itself. And I have one other thing that just came to me is the diet. Our bodies seem to be requiring a different diet. And I know many of you don't want to hear that. I know for me, the past couple of years, meat tends to throw me off. I can still get away with a little white meat or a little fish, but even the white meat is not so good for me. It's not. My body seems to be trying to rid itself of energies that don't belong there. So I love animals, and so that puts me in a place of, I don't have, what right do I have to eat that living creature? So I think for me, that's been a big one, a big change. More fresh vegetables. You got to find ways to get cleaner, healthier foods in your body, more organics, less insecticides, less. We are inundated all the time with toxins in our world, so how can we lessen that toxic load? And it can be one little thing at a time. It might be the type of makeup or the shampoos that you're using, because your skin is the biggest organ in your body. Whatever you put on it goes in it. Remember that too. So that may be part of this if you're not feeling well. Really look at your diet. Sugar is a big trigger for us. If you're smoking, if you're drinking a lot of liquor, your body's changing. Cut it a little slack. Help it out. Treat it gently right now. Drink lots of water. Lots and lots of water. Geraldine, I'm out sitting on the ground right now for stability. Thank you. I need that. I'll share that with you. We have each other's backs. That's right, Geraldine. We'll catch you. Carrie, nitpicky ego wants to stick nose in everything, hard work. That is true. That is true. We can say, hey, little ego. I told some of the girls earlier we're going to do nap time today. Right now, and I'm going to get back to all these comments. Tammy, she wants to create a blanket fort. Let's do that together. You guys post your pictures of blanket forts today. That would be so much fun. Thank you for reminding me that. I want to physically do that today. I love blanket forts. I put the table, and I put them over the table and over the couch and over the... And now I'm going to get Abby down here. She's 13. She's very creative that way. We're going to have a blast. Or Jim will come over and walk in the house, and he'll go, what happened? I'm leaving. I'll see you later. No, he'll climb in there with me. Anyway, where was I? So please right now, here's one exercise that I'd really love to do with you. This is the energy, it helps you to balance. So for just a minute, I want you to do this one thing. I want you to take your right arm and put it on your left shoulder like this and give it a little squeeze. And I want you to pull it across your body and let it fall to your right hand side. And then I want you to do the same thing over here. I want you to grab this side, give it a little squeeze. It feels good. Our shoulders are tight anyway. And then pull it all the way across your body. Make sure that you're crossing your body. And do that 3 or 4 times. And we're here together so we don't look silly because we're all doing this exercise together. There's a reason why we do things like that. We are all energetic beings. And we need to be balanced. Just like our electricity needs to have its grounding and all those things, we do too. And when we do things, exercises like that, I often do, when I'm dancing, I will do this. Can you see that? It's the shape of infinity. I do that a lot across my body. Let's dance together. We're going to do a little infinity. That's what I do. And people think I look so funny. My little girl comes out when I dance. It's pretty hilarious. Do a lot of that when you start to feel kind of off and dizzy. I'm giving that to you today for all you ones that keep saying you've got vertigo. You do ways, you cross over your body. You can reach for the sky. You can do jumping jacks. Go skipping. Go outside and skip down the sidewalk. Because all of those exercises that you do where you're crossing over your body, you will find that you'll feel more in balance. So then once we've done that, I love how Spirit brings this stuff. I didn't plan that. I love it. Thank you. So now that we're doing that, now that we're better balanced, we're going to go ahead and get on that balancing beam where we started. This is our playtime. And I want you to just kind of close your eyes and take a big breath and hold it just a little bit while we're walking across, because it's a little scary for little kids to walk across the balancing beam. So go ahead and hold your breath for just a minute. And then I want you to visualize yourselves one step at a time, easing yourself across that balancing beam. And I want you to know that we're right behind you. You got a friend right directly behind you. You got a friend right in front of you. And we're standing on both ends. So we're going to help each other on and off. And we're going to use some cooperation here. We're all important in this whole huge game that's going on right now. Every one of us is important. Every one of us is equal. Every one of us is a team player here. There's no competition. Cooperation. So we're going to cooperate through this. For those of you who feel a little vertigo, we're going to help each other across the balancing beam. So on the count of 3, I want you to go ahead and take that breath, and I want you to visualize yourself going across that. And it's easy, and you feel centered and grounded. And let's get started. Take a big breath. And hold it. And let's start walking across that balancing beam. Put your arms right out to the side. Can you visualize your little child inside of you? Arms are out to the side, smiling big. I see smiles on all faces. And we are tipping across that balancing beam today. And it feels so good, and we feel so balanced. When you're ready, take another big breath if you need to. Just hold it for a minute and just keep on walking across. And we're allowing our angels to help us to create a better balance around us right now. Your body is wrapped up in it. And that clearing energy is flowing. You can breathe it in. It's flowing down through your crown. It's going on down through. Let's see how it feels. Yeah, I feel a lot of energy right now in my third eye. So there's a lot of clearing going on right there right now for you. And if you're open to that clearing and you're open to that growth, just let it go. Let yourself relax and just let yourself receive at this time. And I'm feeling it out to see where it's going to go next. It's down into the throat, and it's like a big belly laugh just moved into my throat. Wow. So a lot of happy little balancers here today. Breathe it in. You don't need to pass out. Just be easy. Visualize that energy right here in your throat right now. We want to keep our throat healthy. Our mouth and our throat and our lungs, we're working to keep all of that healthy. So breathe all that healing energy in. If you feel like you got a yawn, yawn real big. Let it expand. Let's fill it with healing energy. Let's fill it with that big belly laughter. Let's just giggle, giggle, giggle today. Excuse me, it's coming through. You guys just keep clearing your throat, okay? And we are breathing big, allowing all that healing energy to flow to everyone that's watching with me now, everyone that watches in the future. That energy is going to continue to flow. There's perfect timing in all of this. There's a perfect balance. This universe has us all in a perfect balance. And I feel a lot of energy right across my back, right across my shoulder blades. I don't know if you're feeling that. It's like your wings are ready. It's time to fly. That's what I get. Spread those wings. Spread those wings. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let people see your wings. Don't be afraid to let them see your halo. Don't let them be afraid to see your beautiful heart. It's time. It's time to shine. And so that energy is down in our heart space right now. If you can feel that, your heart is expanding. Breathe it in like it's a great big balloon. Breathe that energy in. And we are going to just let it pop out around us. Who wants to go floating in a bubble today? So breathe that energy into your heart space so big that it just goes boop. How cool is that? We're going to just float in the air together. They're showing us how to fly. So visualize yourself in this bubble. It's clear, but it has rainbows. The light is shining on it, and there's rainbows everywhere. And we're just floating up into the sky, and we're resting. It's what they're giving me. It's okay to rest today. It's okay to be still. We feel so much like we need to be busy, and we are busy, but we're being given the help. We're being given the support. It's time to get to work on our spiritual work. It's time to do this, and yet it's easy and it's fun. Please remember that this job is supposed to be, is meant to be easy and fun, and you are ready for it. You've been prepared for it. So in between all these sessions that you're doing, in between all the spiritual work, if you're whatever you're doing, make sure that you lay back in your bubble. That bubble is protecting you. It's keeping you safe. It's wrapped around you at all times. We're not going to pull it back in. We're going to keep it around us today. Wherever you go, wherever, if you have to go to the grocery store, if you have to go out into public at all, even in your home, wherever you are wrapped up and safe in that beautiful bubble. And the energy is going on down through solar plexus, down into that womb energy, that mama energy. You are wrapped up in love today. Down to the root. I feel a solid foundation. I feel balanced. I hope that you're feeling the same. And it's down your legs, out through down your knees. I'm feeling it. Down my legs, into the feet, going down into the ground. Your beautiful roots are rooting you into place. This is time to feel at home, finally. For all of you who have always felt like an alien on this planet, you get to feel at home. Allow yourself to receive that energy, that newness, that rootedness to the ground. Grow your roots now. They're saying, yes, plant those roots. It's okay. It's okay to plant your roots. We're in a new energy. We can be at home here now. And so your roots are going all the way down into the ground to the very soul of the earth. And the earth is so thankful to you for being here. And the earth is renewing all of your energy, and it's going right back up through your root system. And I feel heat at the bottom of my feet. I love it when that happens. And it's coming up my feet and up my legs and right back up my back. It's hitting my root chakra, and it's just rooting out everything. It's like I can actually see little mini roots going all the way through my spine, all the way through my body right now. Like the earth is literally attaching itself to me as I'm attaching myself to the earth. Can you feel that? That's really beautiful. So we're all beautiful trees right now. You can sway in the wind. Guess what? You got your roots. There's no storm that's too strong for you. You are flexible. You are beautiful. You have many, many branches. It's okay to stretch your branches out. Those leaves, those branches are reaching out across the planet. Visualize your branches going all the way around. All of us together, all of our branches are stretching all the way around the planet. And they're feeding the planet with this beautiful energy. It's a healing energy coming from you, coming from each one of us, stretching all the way around. Don't be afraid to stretch out those arms. Don't be afraid to stretch out and to allow that love to flow from you today. You're so perfectly grounded and rooted that love will continue to you. It's never going to run out. It's bottomless. Your tree will stand strong and beautiful and continue to grow. And those leaves are going to feed the whole world. You are here to help feed the energy of the planet. What a beautiful time it is to be alive. Sun is shining down. I see it. Can you feel that sun on your leaves? It's feeding you. You are growing, always. You are beautiful. There's nothing like you. So enjoy that today. I want you to go out today. Know that you're protected. Know that you are rooted. Know that you are growing and expanding and touching lives all around you. It's an incredible, incredible time to be alive. Be that tree today. Keep growing. Keep loving. Keep doing. Julie, you're so welcome. Are they there to test us? Yeah, I think you're talking about these people that come into our world. Yeah, we're getting tested a bit. It's okay. You're all passing the test, I promise. Let's see. Scarlett O'Hara. Thank you, Emily. Julie. Let's see. Carrie, you're alone after 4 kids. You're never alone. You're never alone. Please don't feel alone. We're all together in this. Yeah, fear, anxiety, anything, Carrie, anything that is, you're so right on that, any lower vibrational energy that comes out of fear. There's only fear or love. So if it doesn't make you feel good, it's coming out of that fear, and it's time to let it go. Let's see. Hi, Nicola, Nikki, thank you for joining me this morning. Angel, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for catching me and sharing your ever-shining love and light this morning. You're so welcome, Angel. I love your name. Emily, we appreciate your time and energy here at the Nook. You are so welcome. I'm going to try to get... Jenny was a veggie for 7 years. Susie Koff, thank you for joining me. Tina, thank you for being here. EFT. EFT is awesome. Thank you, Geraldine. It's all that energy that you got going yesterday that's got me rocking this morning. The trust game. I love the trust game where we fall backwards and somebody always catches us. And in this day and age, somebody's going to catch you. You're not going to fall. Julie, yes, you may heal today, and so it is done. Please, everyone right now, say that with me 3 times. As I will, so let it be done. As I will, so let it be done. As I will, so let it be done. We are all beautiful trees today. We just claimed it as our own. And Wendy's feeling energy at her shoulders. I'm going to go through these real fast because we got something coming up, silent meditation on Enlightened World Network to come to next. It's going to be a very busy morning. Charlie and his grandpa in the anti-gravity burp soda scene. I love that. That's my favorite movie on the planet. Willy Wonka. That's right. Start of your life. Julie, every moment is a brand new beginning. Every second, you just got a brand new start here today. Your beautiful imagery. You're welcome there, Carrie. Let's see. Thank you so much for all your help. Have a Sunday fun day. Yes, please, you guys. Enjoy yourselves. Wendy, you're so welcome. Totally felt a shift. Very good, Luann. I felt a shift too. I'm glad that you got that. All right, you guys. I see a lot of thank yous. You're so welcome. Paula, it's okay. Whenever you get here is perfect timing. You can always go back. It'll be posted. I am so blessed and I'm so grateful to each one of you for joining me today. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing out. Thank you for being a part of my world, for having my back. I've got your back. We're all doing. Uh-oh. Clear. That's because I talk too much. That has nothing to do with clearing. You guys, that's the angels trying to say, stop talking so much. Have a great day. Luann, have a beautiful day. Carrie, thank you so much. Christine, thank you. Have a beautiful day to all of you. And Terry, much love to you too. I'm going to be with you in just a minute. Well, let us all go so we can have a quick break, get a drink of water, whatever you need, so that you can get onto Enlightened World Network and do the silent meditation with them so we can join our energy again. This is a very powerful day. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. And I will see you again tomorrow, probably at 10 o'clock. If it's any change, I'll let you know. Take good care of yourselves. I love you. Bye.